Imagine starting your morning with legs that feel truly steady. Every step feels solid, without wobbling, without worrying about suddenly losing your balance. That sense of safety is not out of reach. But for many people over 60, the reality is very different. Their legs stiffen the moment they wake up, their feet tingle, nighttime cramps interrupt their sleep, climbing stairs requires holding the railing, and even standing up from a chair becomes a challenge. The surprising part is that most of these issues are not simply caused by aging. They often begin when the body lacks a few essential nutrients. Leg strength, balance, and circulation all depend on a group of vitamins and minerals. When even one or two of them fall short, the whole system weakens. In this video, I will break down the 7 most effective nutrients that help people over 60 regain stronger, steadier legs. Before we continue, tell me which state or city you are watching from, and remember to like and subscribe to stay connected with our community focused on protecting senior health. Right after mentioning how missing just a few nutrients can weaken your legs, vitamin D is the clearest example. If your legs feel soft or unstable, if you wobble when standing up, or if you need a moment to regain balance after getting out of a chair, these may be signs your body is low in vitamin D. Vitamin D is not just for bone health as many people believe. It works like a switch that activates muscle fibers. When vitamin D is adequate, your leg muscles respond faster, helping you stand up more easily, react quickly if you slip, and walk more steadily throughout the day. The challenge is that as we age, the skin's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight declines. Many older adults also spend less time outdoors, which causes vitamin D levels to drop quietly over time. Studies show that low vitamin D is directly linked to slower walking speed, weaker reflexes, and a much higher risk of falls. It affects muscles, nerves, and even underlying inflammation. You can get vitamin D from fatty fish like salmon, fortified milk, egg yolks, or sensible sun exposure. But the reality is that most people over 60 are still deficient and often need supplements ranging from 800 to 2,000 IU daily, especially if they have experienced recent falls or leg weakness. When vitamin D returns to optimal levels, you will notice stronger legs, steadier steps, and, most importantly, renewed confidence in your daily independence. After talking about vitamin D as the switch that activates muscle fibers, we move to the nutrient that forms the foundation of your entire movement system: calcium. Most people think of calcium only for bone strength, but every time a muscle contracts or relaxes, it uses calcium as a signal. Without enough calcium, muscles cannot function smoothly and fatigue more quickly when walking. As you age, bone density naturally decreases. If your diet does not provide enough calcium, the body pulls calcium out of your bones to keep muscles working. This gradually weakens the bones, making them more fragile and prone to fractures and even vertebral compression, especially in adults over 60. You can get calcium from dairy products, leafy greens, tofu, canned fish with bones, and fortified plant milks. Older adults typically need around 1,200 milligrams per day, and sometimes more if they already have osteoporosis. Calcium and vitamin D always work as a team. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium more efficiently, while calcium provides the structural foundation for both muscles and bones. When both are adequate, you will notice less soreness after walking, better balance, and stronger steps when climbing stairs. While calcium and vitamin D support bones and muscles, vitamin B12 protects the entire communication pathway between the brain and your legs. If you often feel tingling in your feet, numbness, dizziness, while walking, or a sense that your steps are unsteady, these may be signs of low vitamin B12. This vitamin helps maintain the protective insulation around nerve fibers. When this insulation wears down, signals from the brain to the leg muscles slow down or become inaccurate. The result is wobbly steps, poor reflexes, and a higher risk of falls. Older adults absorb B12 less effectively because stomach acid decreases with age. Those taking diabetes medications or acid-reducing drugs are at even higher risk of deficiency. You can get B12 from meat, poultry, eggs, milk, and fortified cereals. If you feel tired, numb, or off balance, speak with your doctor about checking your B12 levels. Supplementation may be needed through sublingual tablets or injections, depending on the situation. When B12 levels return to normal, the nervous system feels reactivated with faster reflexes, less tingling, and more stable steps. If you find this information helpful, please take a second to like and subscribe to support the channel. Our goal is to help people over 60 maintain mobility, strength, and independence for as long as possible. If you have ever experienced nighttime cramps, leg weakness, or balance issues, share your story in the comments. It helps the entire community understand each other and support those facing the same challenges. Now we move to a mineral directly linked to those painful nighttime cramps. Most older adults have experienced being jolted awake by a sudden tightening in the calf, forcing them to stretch the leg intensely just to ease the pain. This is often a sign of magnesium deficiency. Magnesium regulates muscle relaxation and the electrical signals that control movement. When levels are low, muscles become more prone to twitching, tightening, and cramping at night. Stress, caffeine, alcohol, and certain heart or blood pressure medications can also lower magnesium levels. Many older adults do not include enough magnesium-rich foods in their daily diet. You can get magnesium from leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, whole grains, and moderate amounts of dark chocolate. Supplement doses typically range from 200 to 400 milligrams per day, but should always be confirmed with your doctor. When magnesium returns to a healthy range, you will notice fewer spasms, deeper sleep, and smoother movement throughout the day. While magnesium helps relax muscles and reduce nighttime cramps, potassium keeps muscles functioning smoothly throughout the day. Most people think balance only involves the feet and legs, but true balance also occurs inside every cell. Potassium maintains the body's internal electrolyte balance, allowing muscles to contract and relax properly while supporting nerve signaling and fluid movement between cells. When potassium is low, muscles can feel stiff, shaky, or prone to cramping during activity. Older adults who take diuretics for blood pressure are especially at risk because these medications increase potassium loss. You can increase potassium intake with foods like bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, leafy greens, beans, oranges, and coconut water. You do not need to eat all of them daily. Rotating these foods throughout the week is enough. If you require prescription potassium supplements, speak with your doctor for proper monitoring, especially if kidney function is not perfect. When potassium levels are stable, you will feel improved endurance, smoother movement, and fewer cramps during daily activities. After discussing potassium's role in smooth muscle performance, it is time to revisit the skeletal framework that supports your entire body. Many people know calcium and vitamin D are essential for bones, but they often overlook vitamin K, the nutrient that directs where calcium should go. Vitamin K helps guide calcium into your bones and prevents calcium from depositing in your arteries. This strengthens bones, reduces the risk of fractures, and keeps joints flexible as you age. Vitamin K comes in two forms. K1 is found in leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and broccoli. K2 plays an even stronger role in bone mineralization and is found in fermented foods, egg yolks, and certain organ meats. Many older adults are low in vitamin K due to limited vegetable intake or low dietary variety. However, if you take blood thinners, speak with your doctor before supplementing. When vitamin K is adequate, bones feel stronger, steps feel more secure, and joints move more smoothly. After discussing vitamin K as the coordinator that keeps bones strong and joints flexible, we now arrive at the nutrient that keeps muscles functioning day after day. Vitamin B6. If you get tired after walking only a short distance, or if light activity leaves your muscles sore for days, your body may be low in B6. This vitamin plays a key role in energy metabolism, muscle cell repair, and the neurotransmitters that help muscles coordinate smoothly. Low B6 can cause weakness, silent inflammation, fatigue, and even mood changes, making movement feel harder than it should. B6 is found in poultry, salmon, potatoes, bananas, fortified cereals, and chickpeas. However, absorption decreases with age and may be affected by certain medications used for arthritis, diabetes, or blood pressure. Because B6 is water-soluble, Daily needs are usually around 1.5 to 2 milligrams, according to medical guidelines. When B6 reaches optimal levels, you will feel more consistent energy, sharper focus, and faster muscle recovery after daily activities. This leads to smoother, steadier, and more confident steps. If you have watched this far, I want to remind you of the most important message. Weak legs, poor balance, nighttime cramps, or muscle stiffness are not just signs of aging. Often, they are the body's quiet way of asking for nutrients it is missing. Even 1 or 2 missing nutrients can weaken the entire movement system and affect your independence in daily life. The good news is that the body can respond at any age when supported correctly. When you supply what it needs, mobility begins to improve. Vitamin D helps control movement. Magnesium soothes nerves and muscles. B12 and B6 restore nerve pathways and energy. Together, they rebuild the foundation of every step you take. Ask yourself whether you are getting enough of these essential nutrients. Do you need lab tests or a conversation with your doctor about supplementation? If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what senior health topic you would like to see in the next video. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and does not replace medical advice. Adults over 60 with existing health conditions or taking medications should consult their doctor before making changes to their diet or adding supplements.